guys, I'm back again. We've been talking about things that we can do to help you understand these new math topics at home. So I'm here again. It is Monday, and we are talking about using properties to add. So you guys have talked about the commutative property. We have maybe not used the word commutative property, but the commutative property of addition. You actually already know what that is. So that part is review. It's where you can add two or more numbers in any order and get the same sum. Sum meaning answer. So if you had 10 plus 6 equals 16, it would be the same as 6 plus 10 equals 16. That is the commutative property, okay? You guys know that. You may have not known the name, but this right here is the commutative property, where you can add two or more numbers in any order and get the same sum, okay? Now, today's lesson is going over the associative property of addition. Okay, this says that you can group add-ins in different ways and still get the same sum. It can also be called grouping property. So associative property is the main name, associative property of addition, but think of it as the grouping property, because that's all we're doing is grouping different numbers together to make it easier for you to add the numbers together. So let's get started here. Again, so this is use properties to add. This was lesson 1.5, which was on Monday, the 31st of March, Google Slides. So that's what this video is on. Mondays, March 31st, Google Slide, okay? And it's under use properties to add, lesson 1.5. You will find those worksheets on your Google Slides. So if we are doing this, 23 plus 38 plus 42, okay? Now, first of all, when you have numbers written this way, we need to rewrite them. We need to rewrite them up and down. So, I'm going to do that here. 23 plus 38 plus 42, and I'm going to put a line under it, okay? Now, I'm going to do the associative property, and I'm going to do the commutative property, okay? So here we have the commutative property. You can do 8 and 2. We know that is 10, correct? You can group that together to make 10. So 8 and 2 is 10. That makes it way easier for you just to add the 3. We know that that is 13. So we put our 3 down, carry our 1, okay? That way, it makes it a lot easier. Now here, a way to add this is 1 and 4 equal 5, 3 and 2 equal 5. 5 plus 5 is 10. So our answer is 103. So this is a way that you can solve the problem. Now, let's go ahead and I'm going to erase this. We're going to do some more examples. Okay. So here we have 11 plus 16 plus 19 plus 14. Now remember, when this is written like this, you do not want it like that. We need to write it up and down. So here we go, 11 plus 16 plus 19 plus 14. And you rewrite it. Okay, now the commutative property. Okay, we're going to group to make it easier to add. The commutative property. You're going to do, let's do 6 and 4, which is 10, 9 and 1, which is 10. This way it makes it way easier for you to add. So you guys know in your head instantly what 10 plus 10 is. So 10 plus 10 is 20. Put your 0 down, carry your 2. Easy peasy. Now, this is very easy to add. You shouldn't have to make it anything like we did on the other side. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So our answer is 60. This is the commutative property, okay? The commutative property is you add 2 or more numbers in any order and get the same answer. So we added all different ways. We took the numbers and switched them all around. That is the commutative property. No matter what, you're going to get the same answer, okay? Now, let's do an example for associative property here. Now, associative property. Let's do 17 plus 33 plus 45. Okay? Remember, anytime it is written like this, we need to write it up and down. So I'm going to do that. 17 plus 33 plus, 45. And you put your line, okay? Now, this is the associative property. Remember, the associative property is when you can group addends in different ways and still get the same sum. So, let's take these two numbers, okay? And we are going to add them and see what we get. So, 7 plus 3 in our head is 10. Put your 0 here, carry your 1. 3 plus 1 is 4, plus 1 is 5. So we know that 17 plus 33 is 50. You should be able to do that in your head, which I know that you can, okay? I know that you can. We've learned this before, but I know that it's overwhelming. So if you're forgetting what you've learned in the past, that's okay. That's why we're here to help you. So these two numbers we added in our head and we got 50. It makes it way easier to add two numbers instead of 3. So now I have 50 plus 45. Much easier to add. Look here. We have a 0, we have a 5. Remember in the last videos, I said when we're estimating and things like that, and we're trying to do mental math, it is much easier to add zeros and 5s in our one place. So here is another prime example of that. 0 plus 5 is 5. 5 plus 4, correct, is 9. So our answer is 95. So this is an example of the associative property, okay? Now, let me see here. Okay, now I'm going to go over some examples. It asked you on the work to do addition problems and tell what property you used. So you could have used either or, okay? So let's see here. So step 1, I'm going to do 46 plus 55 plus 24. Okay, for this one, let's go ahead and do the commutative property. Remember, you can mix all the numbers around and you're still going to get the same answer, okay? So let's do 6 and 4, which equals 10, okay? And then we only have two numbers. You guys instantly know what 10 and 5 is. 10 plus 5 is 15. So you bring your 5 down, carry your 1, okay? Now, there's lots of numbers over here, okay? So 1 plus 4 is 5. So 5 and 5 is 10, and all you have is that 2. And you know instantly that 10 plus 2 is 12. So our answer is 125. This is the commutative property, okay? The commutative property of addition. You move the numbers around, but we still got the same answer. So now, where was I? We can do... Let's do one with the associative. I'm going to use the exact same numbers for the associative property and show you the difference. So here we have, okay, 46 plus 55 plus 24. But instead of using the commutative property, we're going to use the associative property. Remember, the associative property is you group addends in different ways and still get the same sum. So what I'm going to do is I am going to group 46 and 55. And we are going to add that in our head, okay? So 6 plus 5, you should know that instantly, okay? That is 11. So we, in our heads, remember, we put our 1 down, carry our 1. So now we have 5 and 5, which is 10. So we have 101. Sorry, that took me a minute. Now, we put our 24 over here. It's much easier to add 2 numbers instead of 3. Okay, so now we do that. 4 plus 1, instantly, you know. 0 plus 2 is 2, and then you bring down your 1. Your answer is 125. This is the associative property of addition. Okay, guys. Now, we went over the commutative property and the associative property of addition. If you keep forgetting, just come back and revisit this video, okay? This is all preparing us for multiplication. I know it seems crazy to learn all this stuff, but it is going to help us when we get there, okay? So, today we went over the commutative property and the associative property, okay? If you have any more questions, please continue to send me the Google slide comment questions and I will help you as much as I can. I hope this helps. Have a wonderful night and get outside and play. Miss you guys. Bye.